how about, just for a moment, we step away from reviewing weird games like the New Zealand Story or Dynamite Heady, and take a look at a game with guns, aliens, and explosions. Universal Soldier for the Mega Drive is a fairly standard side-scrolling shooter, based on the movie with the same name. And when I say based on, I mean pretty much nothing like it. Seriously, the only real similarity between the two of them is the title screen, and that's only because it says the fucking name Universal Soldier. The rest of the game is just a generic army man running around shooting shit, which I assume is probably the plot of Universal Soldier actually. Anyway, fuck the fact that it's nothing like it, let's just see if the game is good. So the game begins with a screen of steel blocks, which all shrink away to reveal the most dull background I've seen in a game in a long time. Graphically it's not bad, but aesthetically it's dog plop. Dog plop smeared on a chalkboard. The HUD is probably the sexiest part of this game, except for your character's animations. There's like 15 frames in his run cycle, which is impressive because the sprite is fairly detailed. Guess I know what the artists spent most of their time on, slapped any old shit together for the backgrounds but worked their asses off on the running cycle. The first level is just a typical run right, shoot shit, collect shit, jump on shit and finish this shit level. There are a couple of secret areas which is always nice, including one which requires you to turn into a morph ball with spikes. Very similar to Metroid this game is. The shooting is like Metroid, you can turn into a ball that drops bombs. Very similar indeed. I wouldn't hold that against the game though, because if it's successfully imitating a game like Metroid, you know the game will at least be decent, which Universal Soldier definitely is. But if this rips off any game, it isn't Metroid, it's Turrican 2. Look at this shit, it's the same fucking game! My god, that is insane. This is dodgy, right? Well, no, actually it's just kinda lazy. Accolade had the rights to make the console ports of Turrican 2, originally made by Rainbow Arts, but they also acquired the rights to make a Universal Soldier spin-off game, so they decided to just ram the two of them together to make this bugger. To be fair, they replaced 3 levels with 3 of their own in an attempt to kind of link this game with the movie, but it doesn't do much at all. I can hear you asking, well, why not just review Turrican 2 then? And my response to this is because I didn't grow up with Turrican 2, and because this is a fairly interesting story to tell. Universal Soldier was as hard as Dolph Lundgren's tits when I was a kid, and I struggled to even reach the 3rd level. Let's see if I've improved since then. Alright, so jumping and moving is incredibly tight, almost to a fault. There's zero momentum on this lad, so you stop dead when you let go of the D-pad. To jump higher, you hold the button down longer, which is fine, a lot of games do that, but because of the lack of momentum, it takes a while to get used to. Mario is the same in that you hold the button longer to jump higher, but in that game it felt good when you reached the far platform. Again, Metroid is also very similar in how movement and jumping works, but in Metroid, I don't know, it just seems better. In Universal Soldier, it just feels like a fucking strain. Speaking of platforming, there are a lot of hidden secret platforms in this game. Holding goodies like 1-ups, item blocks that spew power-ups, and these caramel blocks. No idea what they're for, they're probably just collectibles. To go back just a bit, I mentioned item blocks that give you power-ups when you shoot them. Well, those things are hidden until you shoot the space they're in, which makes for even more secretive platforming. We got your standard spread shot, okay? Now what that's going to do for you is give you a nice even spread, you see that? It's value, my friend. Now this one here is your classic bounce shot, which I don't think I gotta explain to you. It's pretty simple. You seem like a smart guy. Okay, now this one, this is what we call a laser shot. Now this thing is faster than sauerkraut through my intestines, let me tell you. This thing will cut through your mom's ass in seconds. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sure your mother's a lovely woman, but that does not diminish the speed of this particular shot, okay? It's a huge fucking pain in the pooper when you accidentally touch the wrong power-up after shooting the fuck out of a power block. Come on, don't want bounce shot. Oh, pissy knicker! The bounce shot isn't a bad power-up, but I find the spread shot and laser shot much more useful in more areas. In small areas, the bounce shot works well, but it's just about adapting to your situation. This place right here, where you can't really see what's ahead of you because the camera is poorly positioned, is where the bounce shot works wonders. Each power-up has a couple of stages of power, ranging from a weak, smaller attack to a powerful, big as fuck attack. The laser shot is my personal favourite because fucking look at that shit. Right, let me show you something that really grinds my gooch. When you're hit by an enemy in most games, you blink and have a period of invincibility. In Universal Soldier, however, you don't. Enemies can literally drain your health away in seconds. Like, look, right here, that's fucking bollocks. How the hell am I supposed to avoid that? The soldiers can just stand inside of you and you can't do shit. These fucking spiky balls are an ache in my knob as well. When you hit them, they split, and this happens 3 or 4 times, so you eventually just get engulfed in balls. The game is fairly generous with 1-ups, but you go through those really fast. Thank God when you respawn it removes all enemies in the immediate vicinity to you. When it comes to level design, I don't think I've played a game like Universal Soldier on any other system. Some of the levels are fucking huge with secret out of the way paths and shit. In all honesty, sometimes there are too many secrets, and because I'm a curious little shit, I end up trying to find them all. The thing is, the secrets normally only have more power-up blocks or those caramel block things, so the secrets aren't really worth the fucking hassle half the time. Since the jumping is a pain in the cock end, it can take you a while to make the jumps, especially when you're extremely high up. There's a time limit too, so sometimes you'll drain it all away just looking and exploring the secrets and you'll fucking lose a life. You just gotta have willpower and give those secrets the middle finger. Fuck you game designers for giving me more stuff to do. Grrr. Oh, also, fuck you game designers for making the start of a level a completely unfair beginner's trap. Not only do you immediately get bombarded by bombs which drain a quarter of your life, but there are also pitfalls which have no difference in appearance, making it completely unfair. You will die the first time playing through, and that's a load of bollocks. Look, I made it to the end of the very beginning of the level, and I'm already almost dead. They must have been pissing their pants when they made that part. It's like laughing at someone when they walk into a glass door. Yeah, it's funny, but how the fuck were they supposed to know? Oh, by the way, the music is fucking ace. The instrument set sounds different to most Mega Drive games. I've only come across a few games that have this kind of sound, like Pugsy or Roller to the Rescue. Oh, don't worry, we'll get into those games someday. I realise by reviewing this game, I'm essentially reviewing Turrican 2, but I really like Universal Soldier, and well, this channel is all about childhood gems, and I would say this game is certainly a gem. I recommend you give this one a go. Oh, brilliant, a pitfall. Thanks.